Biafra is an ideology that no one can kill. God sent the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to resurrect our nation, Biafra. Long live Biafra, freedom Biafra, God bless Biafra. From Sivachi. Biafra cannot die. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True God, their mind freedom. Biafra must stand. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True God, their mind freedom. I give him Mary, Biafra, I give him Mary, I give him Mary. God bless Biafra. I give him Mary, Biafra, I give him Mary, I give him Mary. God bless Biafra. They took and use on what we own, and bad on us we know. They might it us so badly to suffer. Oh no, oh no. Big less to live, big hard to die. Children can use weeping. Parents lamenting, the raping and the shooting, the massacre and the killing. Destroying our farmlands and give us what not yes. To all the people, it's enough, we can't take this no more. Biafra cannot die. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True God, your mind freedom. Biafra must stand. It's a time for freedom, time for victory. True God, your mind freedom. I give him Mary, Biafra, I give him Mary, I give him Mary. God bless Biafra. I give him Mary, Biafra, I give him Mary, I give him Mary. God bless Biafra. It is time for the chosen people to find a nation. It is time for the chosen people to rewrite their history. It is time for the people that have been enslaved to discover their liberty. Dear brothers and sisters, the time for God to build our nation have come. Biafra nation, blessed nation. For a long time we have accepted domination. For a long time we have been strong. For a long time we have been ignored. The time that God has chosen for us has come. Biafra nation, God bless Biafra. And in hand we will exalt our nation. That nation Biafra. The slave who does not fight for his freedom, it's not what they have been supported. Free, free, freedom. Free, free, freedom. Let's struggle for our liberty, not with weapons of war, but with a common language and a conviction. The Catalonia speeches, Bomb and Kalashnikov cannot do anything to a people that have received the same cause. A people that have tasted for freedom. People of Biafra together for victory. Only the struggle liberates.
Because of millions of Biafran men, women and children massacred in cold blood and are still being massacred. That is why we must continue to fight for Biafra. But the message we're sending across is that you can kill the flesh, but not the spirit. The spirit of Biafra is alive.
I give him Mary, Biafra, I give him Mary.
Biafrans worldwide, there will be a 3 days fasting and prayer for all indigenous people of Biafra from Friday, 6th of March to Sunday, 8th of March 2020. Theme, Solemn Assembly, Joel chapter 1 verse 14, Esther chapter 4 verse 16. Prayer topic, Day 1, 6th of March 2020. Thanking Chukwu Okike Abiama for how he has led us thus far. Secondly, for the successful burial of our leader's parent, Psalms chapter 8 and Psalms chapter 111, Psalms chapter 124. Day 2, 7th March 2020, destroying the enemies who have invaded the land of Biafra, Psalms chapter 35 from verse 1 to 8, Psalms chapter 68 from verse 1 to 8, Isaiah chapter 49 from verse 24 to 26, Isaiah chapter 59 from verse 10 to 19, Second Chronicle chapter 20 from verse 1 to 25. Day 3, 8 March 2020. O Lord, restore Biafra by your mighty hand according to your promises in the book of Isaiah chapter 10 verse 24 to 27, Micah chapter 5 from verse 1 to 15. Duration of fasting. Category A, 3 days dry fasting. Category B, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Category C, 6 a.m. to 12 noon. Category D, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Category E, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Category F, 4 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next day. Category G, only 1 hour daily for children, old people, pregnant women, and those on medication. One can choose the category convenient for him and be consistent. Chukwu Okike Abiama will answer us and restore Biafra nation for us. This year 2020, which is Biafra Jubilee, Ise, prepared by evangelist Ozako Mokike. Signed committee. Announcer Mazi Chidebere Obioro Kafo, Anambra Central Senatorial District Media Coordinator, directed by the Anambra State Media Coordinator, Mazi Ike Nwajako. Coming to you from the table of all state media, led by Mrs. Obi Mboma. Every announcement and management is from the platform and control of indigenous people of Biafra under the supreme leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Okuka.
Yes, sir. Once again, so Biafra France and we wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live to Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, he is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the king of Afari Beku, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafran people. And of course, by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. As always, we must proceed to acknowledge the creator Chukwu Okike Abiama, the one who made the heavens and the earth. He is the eternal, the steadfast God, the changing one, And I want to acknowledge him, because without him, we are gone as a people. And so in my humble way this evening, I say to him, we bless you, wonderful Lord. We magnify your name. We magnify your name. Hallelujah. Here on earth, oh, here on earth, we sing a song. Lord, we sing a song. We exalt your holy name. And in heaven receive our song. Hallelujah. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na anyị mara mma ye, ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị ujuru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị naanị dị mma o. Ise. As always on this segment, our team remain back to your root. Our team remain back to your root. And I want to truly appreciate the Almighty Creator that our people are gradually understanding why they must go back to their root. I want to appreciate the Creator because in a time like this, not many people are still questioning their root. Not many. Because you now begin to understand that without your root, you are gone as a people. A people without history are like a tree that is planted in Sambisa forest. You will be tossed around by every wind of doctrine. I can assure you, you people will not survive the winter. But those who understand the importance of where they are coming from and stick by it, they are the only prevailing nation. Go and look at the Caucasians, the Tarasitators, the Indians, the Asians. Go and look at the Europeans, the Germans. They will stop at nothing to preserve their identity, to preserve their root. I do not think there is anything more important in life than retaining this cycle of life. Have you seen goat protect their young ones? I'm telling you, goat, ordinary goat. Have you seen dog, chicken protecting their young ones? And then once you begin to ask yourself a question. If that's your chicken, your hen can protect its chicks passionately, what about human being? Believe me, our ancestors kept everything for us, but we lose sight of it. And so on this theme, we are not here to say, do like this or do like that. We are here to tell you what our ancestors did and the need for you to follow their pattern. Because without that, we are gone as a people. And our topic this evening is simply titled, The Perfect Strategy of Total Blackout of a People in a Nigerian State. A perfect strategy to black out, to black us out. You know when they say they black us out as a people, prisoner inside Nigeria. I'm talking to you as a Biafra inside Nigeria. There is a perfect strategy to black us out. But not until we go back to our root, we will not survive. And some of which we are going to look at this evening. Hopefully the Creator will enlighten you, give you understanding to be able to appreciate what we are telling you, and then you put sentiment aside and you move ahead. Nigeria, as you all know today, is working hard to place us on a stage of total blackout in some of the following ways most of you are not imagining. They create this blackout just to make sure that they beat us there without any form of resistance. We must learn to flow with the ocean current by adapting and then deploying its method to our advantage. Let me try to bring it down. As Biafrans, we find ourselves in British Nigeria. All they have worked hard to do is to keep us in darkness, total blackout. And they have prepared this stage and are perfecting the method of keeping us in total blackout. In some of the ways we are going to relate to and compare with how our ancestors were able to survive. But at this stage of total blackout which they have created for us, we can only survive in one way. And that is, let us assume that we are flowing down through the stream current. A river is carrying us towards a particular direction. There is no need to struggle to swim against the current of the water. No. Allow the water to carry you. Make its strength and current your own power. You have to learn to adapt and maneuver it and use it to your own advantage. Believe me, I can swim very well. Rivers are not the same. The way you swim a lake is not the way you swim a river. The way you swim a river is not the way you swim a beach. And the way you swim a beach is not the way you swim an ocean. Because all of them have their own challenges. And there are methods of swimming all of them. But I can assure you that if you happen to find yourself in a river with a high flow, you must be ready to make the strength of that river your own strength. Taking advantage of its current, adapting to its flow, and then you maneuver it to your own advantage. Because if you want to swim against the flow of a river, it is going to deal with you. The same thing applies to the beach. When you see the waves of water coming, you don't need to run away because it will get you. All you need to do is to target that wave of water. Jump on top of it. You will see the water will go beneath you, under you, and you see yourself on a dry land, irrespective of the depth, the length you have gone into the river. But having said so, this is the same pattern we are going to deploy in order to survive the total blackout that Nigerian has placed before us as a Biafra. And that means if you even know that there is a total plan, strategy to put us on total blackout. Let us look at it the other way around. When you are put in a blackout situation, a very dark room, at the beginning, you lose control. For example, you are locked up in a room that is very dark. At that beginning, you cannot see anything. You don't need to bother yourself. All you need to do is to relax. And you see, as minute runs into hour, you will see that darkness you think is dark becomes light. You will see that though there is still darkness, but yet you will be able to see everything inside that darkness because your body has been able to acclimatize, or what grammar do I use? Your body has been able to adapt that environment. You will see, no matter how dark it is, with time you will see that you begin to see clearly inside that dark room. Nigeria has placed you as a Biafran in a dark room. All they want you to do is to live in anxiety, creating a false impression that you are blind. After all, you cannot see very clearly. But our ancestors made us to understand that in a stage like that, there is need for you to pause. And you truly can see. And so to put us in a total blackout is to cripple us completely. And we are going to compare them, like I said, look at some of the angle or some of the ways that they have kept us in this total blackout. Number one, they hijack our government. Biafrans don't have government. I know as a child, the governors of the people is actually the governor of the people. I will say I am from where they call Midwestern state. So I was not part of the Eastern region. Because in the days of Bendel State, we were carved out from the main Biafra land. But do you know that there is no name in the whole of Midwestern region and Eastern region as popular as the name Simon Bakwe? But believe me, I don't think I know who this man is. But I know my father normally called my younger brother Simon Bakwe. Because my younger brother is a kind of short. And when I saw Simon Bakwe picture, I knew they look alike. But why would anybody know about Simon Bakwe? Except he was a leader that is chosen by the people, for the people, and he served the people. We all know about Ojukwu. Irrespective of the fact that the Nigerian British prison worked against him in every way, I do not think there is any Biafran alive today that has anything against Ojukwu. No true Biafran can have anything against Ojukwu. Why? Because these people are truly leaders of the people. Today, I can assure you, those leaders who are not there to lead by the people, they are not leaders of the people, they live in shame. Where are the children of Nnamdi Azikiwe? Among others. But having said that, our ancestors understand the need why they should be in charge of their own government. But Nigeria, in other words, to put us under blockage on that aspect, what do? They adopt our leader. And now I want us to come back home. Who is the governor in Biafra land that you will say, yes, he's the governor of the people? Only very few. Only very few. Every other governor in Biafra land are slave of the caliphate. But you will not be able to appreciate it, but I want to apply to your wisdom and reasoning for you to read the handwriting on the wall and understand where we are coming from. The Yoruba you know today have governors of the people, for the people, and by the people. That is why the Yoruba don't need any Fulani to tell them who their governor is. In as much as we will not agree to some of their attitude towards us as a people, we should be ashamed of ourselves when we are running to them to become political relevant. You see the Fulani, they protect this very culture of their ancestors, including the Hausa, to make sure that their leader is their leader. But here in Biafra land, they hijack our government. And let us refresh our mind. Can somebody tell me why somebody from Sokoto, Katsina, Maiduguri, Borno be rejoicing over my own state governor? I am talking to the next generation of Biafra. I am talking to the future generation of Biafra. I am talking to the youth of Biafra. I am talking to students of Biafra. I am talking about the future hope of Biafra. How can you say you have a governor? And it is the Fulani and the Yoruba that are happy for you that you have a governor. And now you see how they put us in total blackout. So when you talk, they say, what did your governor say? But it's not your governor. He is their governor. Our ancestors would not have accepted this. Our ancestors sent those who ruled them. And I can tell you, wherever they go to, when they come back, they tell the people their intention. Can you tell me any governor in Biafra land that is telling the people their intention, that is carrying the people along? No. All of them are controlled by Fulani. And so when we say back to your root, back to your root in this instance is that every Biafran, anywhere you are, if you want to see good governance in your life, we must go back to our root. And how do we go back to our root? In this instance, everybody must prepare their mind to question all these governor, all these senator, all people who claim to toss in the government front. You should be ready to question them, because our Father will do that, I can assure you that. Number two, they hijack our representatives. The whole of Biafra land, I can tell you only one representative at a particular level that is coming out to speak. And that is Enyinaya Abaribe. But who else is speaking up? All they need to do is they go there and share. They share money and come back. But I remember in those days, for you to be a counselor, it is the youth of your community that choose you. For you to be a chairman, it is the youth of your community that appoints you. Not to talk about a senator and a representative. But today, who is appointing your counselor? And that is if he's not a Fulani man bearing Biafra name. Who is appointing your chairman? But you may not be able to understand. Let me digress. You notice Okowa may be the governor of Delta State. But it was a result of the fact that the people sent him. Okowa practically didn't have any rival because he was the people's choice. No Abo man will come out and drag with Okowa. No Delta man will come out and drag with Okowa. They just collect small money from Nigeria and then they do what they do. Okowa may not be able to deliver, but we will ask him questions because we sent him there. Fulani didn't send him there. And now maybe you begin to understand why at least he's able to tell you that they have been paying Fulani for 6 months to allow Delta people to go to their farm. He may be forced to be intimidated to go and pay homage to Fulani. But certainly, Fulani didn't choose him. Of course, he knows he's going to give account when the time comes. And what am I trying to say? Our fathers made sure that those who represent us in the government position are their people. Next generation, the people of Biafra who are listening to me now, you have somebody representing your constituency, and this person is not you people's mandate, and you are not ready to stand against them like our father did. Get ready. Ruga is set. Fulanization is set. Islamization is set. But believe me, it is not going to end the way they think. We look at the third one. They hijack our monarch. I'm talking to the new generation of Biafra. For you to know this truth, I want you to find out the way your Igwe, your Obi, your Amanyanabo behave when they see Fulani, Awosa. Have any of you seen the Alafia of Yalafia of Oyo or any Satanu of Boko Haram from the north coming to visit any Igwe in Biafra land or Amanyanabo? Have you seen any of them? But do you notice that our own Igwe normally go there to beg pocket money? Do you know if you are Igwe, Sultan of Sokoto or Sultan of Sokoto can call the whole Igwe in Biafra land, and some of them he will even sleep at the bus stop. And so, whose Igwe are they? Whose Igwe are they? Whose Amanyanabo are they? Now, how did our ancestors rule us? We start from Opobo. You have Jaja. When they came, they fought the indigenous people in Bonny Island. Opobo Nkoro, among others. King Jaja mobilized these people. He fought with them until he was captured. He was later poisoned and killed, but he never sold out. We can go back to the Ezenri of former Mbara. He was considered a spirit, very sacred, because nobody sees his face. He defended his people till he was betrayed, and he appeared before the British court on mask. That was when they know he's a human being. But these people, till they were murdered by the terrorists of their time, they represented the people. We can go back to Nana of Ishekiri, not the Olu of Yoruba in Ishekiri land. Nana of Ishekiri. They were representing their people. They fought with the Portuguese, the British. They fought with every terrorist of the day that invaded their land till they were captured. They never betrayed. We can talk about Ofaromi Obaisi. They fought everybody who come on their way, risk everything they represent until they were conquered. Today, how many monarchs will do that? And then maybe you begin to understand some of the reason why we hold our leader Mazen Nandekano in high esteem. He's a king. He's willing to give up everything for his people. And you know what? He's there to serve the interest of the people. So when we say go back to your root, understand what we are telling you. Our fathers were not going to sell us in Abuja. Going back to your root in this instance is that any Amanyanabo, any Igwe that is going to Abuja to decide our fate, the next generation of Biafra must get ready to respond to them adequately. In case you don't understand the language, you listen very well. Use your tongue and count your teeth. Look at Yorubas. They just come one place, they gossip. Do I say they gossip? No, that is not gossip. They discuss. Yoruba, we just gather, they discuss. Because the difference between gossip and discuss is that discussion is to forge a way forward. Why gossip is to destroy somebody. Anytime you are having any conversation with anybody and your target is to destroy somebody, your target is to destroy your own. That is gossip. But anytime you are having a discussion, your target is to enhance the cause of your people, promote the cause of your people. That one is discussion. Yoruba will gather, they will discuss. All of a sudden you hear, boom, Omotekun is there. Look at your government Biafra land. They are still looking for full animal that will say, okay, you can go ahead. Yes, form Operation Obunigwe. So when we hear the name, we begin to happy. Oh, our own is good. Our own is Obunigwe. But did the Fulani consult any Biafran leader to form Operation Dabrowa Kashege, security outfit? Did the Yoruba seek the permission of any Biafran to form Operation Omotekun? But I tell you, our ancestors would have behaved the way Yoruba behaved, except this generation have lost their track. So when I say go back to your root, go and behave like your father. They have hijacked our women. You know, in those days, when you come home, they say, are you married? You say yes. They say, where did you marry from? I say, Biafran. Let me use Abo now. Where did you marry to? And they say, I married Yoruba. You just say everybody. The next thing begins to hear, welcome my Pekin. Everybody start moving back because they know you are lost forever. I say, as a child, you come back as a married woman. Somebody come to visit and say, he's married. Where is your husband from? He say, he's Yoruba, he's Hausa. The next thing you hear is, end of story. End of story. But today, do you know what our women say? At all. Did our man marry us? And Yoruba understand their ancestors. There is hardly any Yoruba from their pastor to their politician that don't have one Biafran woman as a wife along the road. They say they are helping us to remove our women from labor market. And let me tell you, without Biafran woman, there is no Biafran man. How do you think our community becomes so porous? All these our sisters married to these people, tell them every secret about us during the bedside, test by moonlight. They tell them everything. How many of you are marrying Yoruba? How many of you are marrying Fulani? Or you think they are marrying our women because they love our women? Let me tell you what will shock you. Check all your brother that marry Yoruba girl. Check their brain. Their brain is not normal. Their life is not complete. Check all your sister that marry Yoruba. They can never be accepted in Yoruba land. They remain along the road. The day they use by force to go and live in Yoruba land, they will die. Please, if your mother is Yoruba, don't kill me, oh, because you can't kill me, I will kill you. But I will tell you this truth. The hatred is so deep that we are the one pretending that all is well. But all is not well. Go back to your root. There is one audio I will play sometime, very soon. Because if I play that one, the rest will not come. So let that arrangement finish. So I will play it so you hear what these people say about us. And then all of us should be ashamed of ourselves. Anytime I say, this one, Nigeria, we're going to love ourselves. We're going to try. Who is the person doing the loving here? They hijack our women. I want you to go and do record. Take statistics. Look at all the single mother of Biafrans around the world. I can assure you that 90% of Biafran single mother are having their children for Yoruba and Hausa. Go back to your root and understand how your father survived. If I talk like but that is the truth. Does it not imagine you how they enter our community and in less than 1 week they have passed everywhere? They even show us our farm road now. Because if we are in Delta State now, where full animal will stay farm road and say before you pass, you pay toll gate. You should know they know that bush more than you. Number 5, they hijack our youth. Do you know as a Biafran that we don't control our youth? Do you know Biafrans don't control their youth? Do we have any youth that can make impact? River State have proscribed anything like youth organization. We can say don't want to hear about youth. Do we have our more youth? Which youth do we have? Oko youth? Which youth do we have now? Niger Delta youth? Where are they? Because I need to see them. All we see is Arewa area boys issuing order, threatening Nigeria. Arewa area boys giving everybody quick notice, harassing everybody. They didn't go to school. Where are our youth? Not only did they succeed to divide us, but they control our youth. Now let's analyze it. That is why I say go back to your roots. Before, in every community, they have youth. But I can assure you that today, more than 70% of communities in Biafra land don't have youth. What they have is cultists for share or campaign. We must go back to our root. Let's analyze it. Now, as Christians that we are, 80% of Biafran youth are controlled by the church. 80% of Biafran youth are controlled by the church before now. And we all know that 80% of the church in Biafra land, or that Biafrans go to, is controlled by Yoruba. Which means Yoruba through the church control 80% of Biafran youth. So when we say, let's push for our freedom, Yoruba General Overseer will converge Holy Ghost movement. Idiot will say, don't talk about religion. No. Idiot will say it very soon. So Yoruba pastor will convert a program. Anointing in Abia State. Holy Ghost water in River State. Movement of March and Conquer in Cross River. Operation Overtake All in Bayelsa. Operation Recover and Survive in Delta. Operation Touch and Follow in Enugu. Yoruba will use gospel campaign across the whole Biafra land, and we are divided among ourselves. Do you know if you kill a deeper life man today, Redeemed Christian Church man will not bother? Do you know if you kill a deeper life man today, Jehovah Witness will say it is not their group? Do you know if you kill a Jehovah Witness man now, Assemblies of God will say it doesn't concern them? Do you know if you kill Assemblies of God now, Mountain of Fire say they don't pray hard, that is why they have to kill them? And so the church control half of our youth. Today, every coordinator must understand that the time to enter inside Yoruba church and start forming IPOB unit is now. Every national coordinator, this is the time to enter inside every Yoruba church, every church, and start forming IPOB unit. You people don't know what we are saying here. But for you to still manage the statistics, you, those people that are Biafran pastor, observe, Yoruba don't go to your church as Igbo man, as a Jaw man, as a Akwa Ibom man. Yoruba cannot worship under any Biafran man. They see it as an insult and a sacrilege and against the will of their ancestors. They will never, except to make them financial treasurer, or they are mistakenly married to one of your brother or your sister. And don't lie, I'm telling you what you should go and verify. So I say, Yoruba control 80% of Biafran youth. Then I tell you, they hijack it and keep us in darkness. But the youth don't know. Yorubas are 80% Muslim. But if you don't see the game they are playing and how stupid we have become, how can 20% Christian be leading 100% Christian to heaven? And now the remaining 20% Biafrans, 15% is doing cultists or militant. Shell has taken over them. I want you to go to Niger Delta region, as they call it. Go and tell a youth now and say, come, let's fight for our freedom. The next thing you hear is, how much I won't give us now. I want you to go to Niger Delta region, where I happen to come from, according to Nigerian divide and rule. I can assure you that 90% of our youth, when you go there and tell them, come and join IPOB, the next day they pay person for that. So how much they won't give us now? I go be na bros. May you tell me now, I go be na bros. Me I ready anything for the boys. Why? Because Shell, Chevron, Saipem, Eni, Total, Elf, all of them know how to give them 2,000 and give them gun either to fight for election or either to fight over who owns land in order for them to drill oil and steal and go like that. I hope you are getting it. So the remaining 5%, they are just interested in their business. I don't want to divide them. They just mind their business. Some father have house in Abuja, some have house in Kaduna. So no need for Biafra. So who controls our youth? Until IPOB came, people don't understand what IPOB represents. IPOB represents total recovery. Today, for the first time, we have a platform that brings us together as a people. That is IPOB. Today, the Nigerians have regard for us as a people. That is IPOB. Today, that in Biafra land we start speaking with one language. That is IPOB. And you know what IPOB represents? Our ancestors. We stand between the living and the dead. Go back to your root. So some people don't even know what we are doing here. Some are preparing platform to become governor of Biafra land or local government chairman because you are coordinator. Okay, munufum nanya. First thing first. First thing first. You go marry wife first before you dey drag mat where you go use sleep with her. First thing first. But of course, do not forget, these things are not happening without Nigeria influencing our culture and tradition. It is very obvious before now. There are cries that, oh, Ishakiri is Yoruba, leave Ishakiri, we are Yoruba, leave our. So Teabo want to become Yoruba. But with Omotekun, I wonder why they didn't take Yoruba. Omotekun did not protect Bini. Why did Omotekun not include Urobo and Ishakiri? I thought all of them are Yoruba. They could not use una tongue, count on too. We tell you the truth already, Biafra, because we are getting to a stage where everybody will answer their father name. IPOB remain only the platform where when you call, everybody answer. They hijack our land. I'm telling you strategies they have placed in order to put us in total blackout. No youth to stand up and fight to defend our land. But we are working on all these things, be rest assured. I'm only saying this to enable you understand why you need to go back home. Go back to your root, mean go back to IPOB. Because we are the people who will take you back, restore you from everything you have lost. It is here in IPOB. They hijack our land. Look at today what you people are not counting on. Whatever name they have called it, Ruga, Grazing Reserve Bill, any name they have called it so far, it boils down to one thing. They want our land. According to the constitution of the decree of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, every land in Nigeria belongs to the federal government. Who the idiot is this federal government? Britain. And so they reserve the right or the power, the governors, to decide whether you'll be compensated when your land is taken from you or not. So when one Fulani governor like the one in Imo State will rise up and want to take Imo, somebody is going to tell you that according to the decree section 14 of 1982 constitution as amended in 1914, that land of Imo belongs to Nigeria. Who is Nigeria? British government of Fulani. And you're going to lose it. But you do not understand. You lose 1 grant for them, you have given them the privilege to take over everything for you. But it's not every land they take. Under normal circumstances, these people cannot do what they are doing. But we do not understand as our ancestors understood it. Our ancestors understand the need why they must respect boundary. Our ancestors never had boundary dispute until Nigerian came. Obasanjo introduced it. Today, everybody is divided. They are taking our land. Understand, every land they have taken from our people, they will return it. But the truth is that a war of 1 year will now take us 10 years. So get ready to fight even 20 years. And the amazing thing is that they are using our money to buy our land. Can you people get what we are telling you? 1 week of Ebola, Nigeria has spent $960 million for Ebola. Just to buy raincoat and nose mask. They have spent $960 million. World Bank is yet to give them. They have not built single hospital. They've been able to get one Italian man without name, without picture, who happens to near 27 people who are unknown destination. Mirage. I won't digress. So they are hijacking our land, buying strategic location, taking strategic location. You see, people should understand. The Bible says, wherever the sole of my feet will touch, I possess. Not in Nigeria, not for you, a Nigerian Christian, because you don't have sense. The Fulani are the one doing that. So when they enter your community, they stay at the heart of your town. Every position, every major junction, they stay down, and every day they pour Koran water there. They make incantation, decreeing that at this junction I'm staying, it will become my fatherland. But you don't have sense. You give them hope. You take care of them. Awusa, Yoruba, and one Nigerian, only agenda they have for us is to wipe us away. And if we do not stand against all these things, there will be no future of our people. But be rest assured, that is why IPOB is here. They hijack our business. You can be importer and exporter. They will tell you how much to sell it. For instance, you import a container of rice, and the cost price is 1,000 naira for a bag. And then before you move it from Lagos to Enugu or to Rivers State, Nigerian Boko Haram police and army and other idiots along the road must have collected 500 from you. And then you divide the 500 among the bag of rice. So the price of that commodity has increased eventually. And sometime when you get home, you will see that there is somebody who didn't spend as much as you have spent on the highway, because it depends on the level of idiot you meet. If you meet a policeman who smoke Igbo, you don't collect the same bribe with the one that drink Ogogoro. The one that drink ogogoro does not collect the same bribe with the one that take cocaine. The one that take cocaine does not collect with the one that take banana. The higher the drug they take, the more you pay for the checking point. So by the time you get to the market price is irregular. Coupled with the fact that the container they will seize from you, they will give it to their brothers, who will now be pushing it along the road and selling it. So Fulani Hausa man will stand on the road junction and be selling a cup of rice, 100 naira. But you that is the importer will be selling 150. And when your brother come, they will say, how much be your rice? He say, 150. They now ask Hausa how much? Hausa say 100. Your brother will say, you see, now we they do us. Maybe they say rice and Hausa they say 100, you they say 150. Now we they do ourselves. But you of the truth know that if you sell 100 naira, you will short. But the Fulani man don't have rice. It is your brother rice that was seized by Fulani, Hausa Fulani. They dash to them. On their wharf, all the rice they seized there. Hausa were coming from different parts of Nigeria to come and collect free bag of rice there. Go back to your roots. They hijack your business. Some people, you came in, almost 1 month, you are waiting for your goods to be cleared. They are in the port there, you are seeing it. And you don't know they have hijacked your business. Where is Enzo Pharmaceutical among others? And then finally, they hijack your security outfit. I want you to follow. I'm talking to the next generation of Biafra. I understand that this is the time we'll set sentiment aside and go back to look for a way to begin to reunite ourselves more than ever at every level, at every given point in time as a people. The motto that takes you back to your root is IPOB. Look for IPOB and join and understand what you are saying. Yoruba Motekun has been properly introduced. It is functional. We do not need to talk about the Fulani because their own has been operational for as long as we can remember, and it will continue to be that way. But it is in Biafra land that it looks like we are still debating about it. We are still debating about it. Now this is what is going to happen very soon. It is either Omotekun will come and be guarding Biafra land, because the governor of Enugu or Bayelsa will tell you that, yes, we have contacted Omotekun, they are coming to help us guard Bayelsa, and most of you will be very happy. And some will say, no, it's a propaganda, but I can assure you in Rivers State, more than 75% of the interior community, they are being guided by Yoruba security. Is it Egbesu they call them? But there is a name they call them. They say, go and bring them, go and bring them. These boys rob anytime they like, do whatever they like. If we can descend so low in a time like this, imagine certificated Omotekun with better juju. You will patronize them. But if Omotekun did not come to guide Biafra land for us, our governors are going to set up security outfit that will end up killing us instead of protecting us. Go back to your roots, set up your own security outfit. Now, let me tell you the benefit of what I'm trying to say and the reason why you must go there. You go around Biafra land now, Nigeria has recruited so many security outfits. If you see madman in your area, as a Biafra now, you are listening to me, you are in Bayelsa, you are in Delta, you are in Enugu, Imo State, Ebonyi. Anywhere in Biafra land, all of a sudden you see a madman coming to stay at a particular junction. That man is not mad, he's an agent. Nigeria has recruited some group of, what do they call them? Surveillance police, they are everywhere. You go to Igbo joint, they are there. They will be the one buying Igbo for you. You go to Kai joint, they are there. They will buy Kai for you. They don't go anywhere. Some of them behave like madman. Some of them are in IPOB. And just bringing this to your notice, Nigeria has deployed a lot of surveillance everywhere. Monitor them. They are wearing gadgets, some of them. Monitor them. You begin to see anybody in your community, you begin to see anybody around you, he tell you, oh, I'm IPOB, I'm hardcore, I'm committed, I'm a hardcore, I'm this one, let's fight war. Begin to watch them. They are everywhere in Biafra land. Without community or ancestral way of security in our land, all these people will overrun us. Most of them are our brother. So they hijack our security because Fulani now, all the Alamajiri now are all police in Biafra land. All the people they open border for, all of them are police in Biafra land. But not until you go back to your root, in our own local way of policing, they will overrun us. Every Biafra now, send this message to your village. If you notice any madman, it just appear in your community all of a sudden. Watch them, they are not mad. Those of you who smoke Igbo, who go to beer parlor, wherever you go to, they are in the church, they are in IPOB, they are everywhere, they are surveillance. That is why the last time I made an announcement here regarding those people forming group inside IPOB, most of them are still doing that. It's not only hardcore we are talking about. We are talking about worldwide admin. So many names. I'm watching all of you forming group inside IPOB. Worldwide admin, hardcore, Operation Eagle Eye. All of you break that thing down. Do not build cabal inside IPOB. Because if we mistake you for part of this idiot, you will not survive it. Most of you are not even member of IPOB. IPOB under oath. All of you break that nonsense. Look for a coordinator and submit yourself. I'm piling all of your results. I have all your name. I have your bank detail. I have your location. We are watching all of you. I hope you are not part of this surveillance that is in Biafra land. But people will not understand. They think it's attack against them. But it really doesn't matter how you feel. They hijack our security. How can you tell me you are not a coordinator? How can you tell me you are not under oath? And you are the one that will defend our land? It is impossible. Look for IPOB and join. All those of you in the forum, in the name of worldwide admin, powerful admin, hardcore admin, different name. I don't know why I used to forget them, but I'm going to call all of them if you don't break it down. I have told you, those sincere ones who are looking for a way to join IPOB, leave them. Our leaders say if you want to support IPOB, meet the national coordinator where you are, it will direct you. Those of you wanting to do something in Biafra land, contact Ikechukwu Guoha. Any other thing you are doing, or your state for you. Do not allow them to hijack our security because they have done that already. They are the gatekeeper of our land. But for us to get it back, go back to your root. And tonight in a non-share, I want you to understand that going back to your root is simply going back to look for IPOB family closer to you and join. With all this example I've given to you, you can as well agree with me that they have hijacked our very life. And if we do nothing about it, we will pay dearly for it. But be rest assured we are here to defend our land. We are not backing down until it's all over. Don't make yourself a collateral damage. Go back to your root by going back to look for IPOB family closer to you and join. I'll be back in a minute.
It's another celebration. Another celebration. IPOB Island Day. Oh, celebration. IPOB Island Day.
Oh yes, another St. Patrick's Day celebration is here again.
Biafran community in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu,
Hereby invite all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom
as we join the Irish people worldwide to celebrate the yearly St. Patrick's Day parade in County Waterford, Ireland.
Join us live on Facebook at Mazi Isaiah Uba.
Date:
Tuesday, 17th of March, 2020.
time:
12 noon. City, Waterford.
Dublin Zone Gathering Point, Red Cow Tram Station,
Up Junction 9, M50/N7 exit. Gathering time:
6
Departure time:
7:30 a.m. on the dot.
7:30 a.m. on dot.
For more information, please contact Pastor Henry Igwe, IPOB Waterford Coordinator,
on 0851 894782. Special guests of honor include members of BOS, Mazi Isaiah Uba, IPOB Deputy European Representative,
089-4677-896.
Mazi Charles Mba, IPOB Ireland National Coordinator, 085-1434454.
Mazi CJ Duru Ayaon, IPOBW Coordinator, 08612553640.
IPOB Kirk Coordinator, Mazi Peter Ewuzie Ezudo, 08688652207.
IPOB Lambri Coordinator, Mazi Benjamin Ayaon, 089-2490-835.
IPOB Dundalk Coordinator, Mazi Chinedu Duru, 08727562667.
IPOB Galway Coordinator,
Mazi Basil Dike, 089967800.
IPOB Carry Coordinator, Mazi Ugochukwu Iheme KK.
Stephen Chukwemeka,
IPOB Island National Secretary,
085-868-3440. Announcer,
Prince Will Irojogo.
It's another celebration. It's another celebration. Another celebration.
Yes, we must continue. Our lines are open at this moment. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
My name remains Onyibe. I am calling you from the land of the brave and home of the free. Sir, I miss you like I miss the rapture. Trust me when I say this to you.
You cannot miss
Good
the
evening.
rapture. Good evening from you.
Yeah. Because of you and because of this various platform, I have to save my little coin to get this phone that I'm using now. So it's a testimony unto me that the blood of IPOP have taken over me. Sir, your lecture is a good one. But meanwhile, let me recall you back because there is this one of your little friends, you used to call his name in one of your lecture last 2 weeks. His name is, I think, Nnamdi, who the father asked his own way out about the situation, and he said, Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. How is he doing? I listen to your program, but the challenge I have is to connect because I don't have phone. I love you, sir. Sir,
Welcome.
Meanwhile, your lectures today, you miss one people that have been hijacked. Do you know that 3 months ago, I was with a big friend when I was working for him in his apartment? He opened up, a conversation led him to open up. Because he is this kind of person, I think, with his level of education, he will even bring me in and tell me more things like he used to tell us on this platform about the restoration of Biafra. But this guy, coupled that he's from Umuahia, as I'm talking to, he spent his time in education in outside country. And he came back here, privileged.
Quite unfortunate I lost that caller, but we must continue. Biafrans across the globe must understand that the truth cannot be overemphasized. This evening, I'm asking you to go back to your root, but this time I'm talking to you in a coded form, and I want to believe you understand what we are telling you. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. Monitoring Spirit, good evening from here. Go ahead.
Our radio just stopped talking now. But we must continue. Dear friends all over the world, listen, we are all human beings, and our life is very, very important for each and every one of us. But do you see Biafra? Our leader says it is either Biafra or death. And that is where I stand because I'm a Biafra. I don't want to know if you are a professor, if you are a scientist, whatever you like, let you be, that is in your own pocket. We are talking about the freedom of a nation. And you people are there claiming that. But we know quite well that those that are not interested in what we are doing, those people are the saboteurs. You people are the bastards we have among us. And you want all of us to die. Nnamdi said it is either Biafra or death. And he is our champion. Is it not true? Is it not true? All this Taliban has circulated everywhere. Just you people are in a diaspora. Come to Biafra land and see that our life is in danger. And remember that in the last broadcast of our leader, he said that United Nations says that Nigeria is a ticking time bomb. You people, and all these governors and senators, you people are not really know. I am not involved in your ruling. We must get that. The only thing you people like and get a man for Biafra because you people are not seeing what I'm seeing here. Go back to your roots. So that you belong. These people will never take our land. If you like, join IPOP. If you don't like, don't join IPOP. Our leader have the data. I myself, I'm already at a land. Come set up. Before you see how Biafra. Just go and write it on the wall. You will see the four promotioning up from America. Stop allowing this ticket time bomb to bust here. With this Taliban, anything Britain like. If they like, let them bring the whole world inside that for life. You people know that Ahmadu is alive now. You will say how that we slap you and your friends will son that we can't support it. You are going to say that for the student Kapotako to do Lokondara. We see who will stop them. Anybody that said that only blessing that Biafra say, not only that's what I see. If this Taliban will take our last thought of where has it yours. I have Biafra.
Biafra, we hail thee. Everybody must hail. Biafra, we must continue. Biafras across the globe must understand we are in a perilous time. We are in a challenging moment, but do not make mistake about it. Good men and women across the globe understand that we are here to exercise our right to self-determination. It's almost 50 years before our people were murdered. Nobody said anything about it. Nobody want to talk about it. But believe me, they will. They will. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening, my brother, Onyibe. I say, Kesi Onyezo Keke is from Akbu is in Orumba South local government in Anambra State. You know, some days you say something, you say that we have defined. When you say we are defined, some people never understand it. When you define those who are supposed to fear you, you started fearing those people. I know. I grew up with my grandfather. He told me a lot of things when his father told him in olden days. When Usman Dan Fodio came into our land, they want to enter. They couldn't. That time, our people still respecting their culture. They are still respecting their culture, respecting their land. They never committed abomination in their land. Those times, they have people who can change to lion, change to many things. These, all those things. But those things are not existing again today because we have defined the land. We have caused abomination in our land. Come what Fulani, our people are fearing today. Fulani who can never bath. 5 years, he never bath. An idiot. Our people is afraid of them. Governors is afraid of them. Those called traditional rulers is afraid of them. Why they can never be afraid of them? Because they have defined the land. They have destroyed our culture. They have destroyed our land. Our land is crying. Because those who are supposed to protect our dignity and our life have saw their hands in evil. Look at our land today. But we thank God for Nnamdi Kanu, the man God sent to us to go back to our roots, to put our house in order. If we put our house in order today, evil will never pursue us again. We will pursue evil. Demons is everywhere because we define our land. Onyibe continue telling our people, one day, people will talk about you. Because all these things you are doing, you think that is easy. It's not easy. God sent you to do it. If God never sent you, you can never do this. Continue working the mind of our people. When your spirit is down, you can never do anything. Our people, their spirit is very down. I heard Cardinal Rins, they are telling Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, go and join politics of zoo, politics of evil forest called Nigeria. a man we respect, a man who is cardinal, the highest donation in Igbo land. Then they come to go and join zoo politics. Think about it. The man we respect. Look at what he's saying. Therefore, all of them, we know what they did. They have defined themselves. All of them is afraid. They are afraid of cabals. They are afraid of Fulani cabals because they can never say anything. Because all of them have destroyed their dignities. When you destroy your dignity, even fly can destroy you, ordinary fly, because you have destroyed that dignity you have. Biafran land. My governor said, all the days, that time they are doing this thing, Husman and Fodia try possible to enter Biafran land. He couldn't. Because the power is there, Ezer is there. They can never commode the mask until British people do evil, commode the mask. That is where we started going down. Till churches came, destroy the one remain. Somebody will be pastor today. The first thing we go to shrine wait there for the village. That place he will start beginning fire for that shrine. But the one in Yoruba, we never go there. Shango of Yoruba, we will never go there and do fire. Only in Igbo land. Or four, where our grandfather keep. Go every family is in Igbo land now. Almost 70% of them, therefore, is not longer there. They will carry it, go and give Yoruba pastor. They want to see light. But end of the day, everybody will see what he did for himself. Continue your good work. May God bless you. Chukwuka will be with you forever and ever.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand. It is 50 years now since they killed our people. They want to sweep it under the carpet. I want to bring to your notice that the people in Catalonia, Spain, the indigenous people of Spain, they are remembering the killing of Biafra. Some idiot in Nigeria say they are dead and buried. Biafra is dead. I don't hear Catalonia, but I want those of you who can hear it to understand that even in Spain, they want to remember 50 years of Biafran genocide. I'll be back in a minute.
50è aniversari del Club de Futbol Biafra a Sant Roc. Del 3 al 10 de març, exposició explicativa sobre Biafra. Inauguració al pati de Sant Roc el dissabte 7 de març a la 1 del migdia a càrrec de l'alcaldessa de Valls, Dolors Ferrer, i el regidor de Cultura, Marc Ayala. A les 6 de la tarda, xerrada col·loqui Cultura de Biafra per Ikechuk Buodena. A les 8 del vespre, a l'església del Lledó, missa en record dels jugadors i totes les persones que ja no són amb nosaltres de Biafra. A 2:15 de 10, sopar al restaurant al Polígon de Valls. Us convidem a participar a tots els actes del 50è aniversari del Club de Futbol Biafra. Gràcies pel vostre suport.
You may not understand it, but many organizations in Barcelona, Spain, many organizations who made sure that we are not all exterminated, they knew that genocide. They are going to celebrate, I think, about 7 or 10 days of Biafran survivor. They are in Spain now celebrating that we survive. And some people are saying, no, you gotta leave it, you gotta move on, you gotta do this, you gotta unyara. Listen to it again.
50è aniversari del Club de Futbol Biafra a Sant Roc. Del 3 al 10 de març, exposició explicativa sobre Biafra. Inauguració al pati de Sant Roc el dissabte 7 de març a la 1 del migdia a càrrec de l'alcaldessa de Valls, Dolors Ferrer, i el regidor de Cultura, Marc Ayala. A les 6 de la tarda, xerrada col·loqui Cultura de Biafra per Ikechuk Buodena. A les 8 del vespre, a l'església del Lledó, missa en record dels jugadors i totes les persones que ja no són amb nosaltres de Biafra. A 2:15, sopar al restaurant al Polígon de Valls. Us convidem a participar a tots els actes del 50è aniversari del Club de Futbol Biafra. Suport.
Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Mazi George Onyibe, good afternoon.
Yes, good evening
Good
from you.
morning, good evening to all Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill all over the world. My name is Ebele Ebo. I'm calling from Canada. I'm an Okwani Biafran. Mazi, I want to say God bless you. God bless our able leader, Mazin Nandikano, and everyone working so tirelessly to bring about the restoration of Biafra. I say, Mechuko Kikabiama, bless you all. Talking about defilement, our lands have been so defiled in every way, in every shape or form. Because I remember when I was growing up, like in my village, I know we are not all that good Christians. Most of us, we hardly go to church and all that. I can say that is one of the areas that these pastors never penetrated, because in my village, there is no one, all the shrines in my village till tomorrow are still there. Like I was talking with my mom this morning, I was asking her, she was like, I don't think these Fulani people will dare come to my village and go away, scot-free. That she don't think that is going to happen in my village, because we never allowed, this church thing, to get into our heads. I remember one of my friends from Obiaroko that, took this church thing so far that she got to the extent of destroying a shrine in their village. I tell you that lady never had peace in all her life. If she's walking on the street, she'll be seeing stuff. She'll be chased, she'll be chased around by snakes and all that. If she doesn't sleep in the church, she cannot sleep in her house. So those things, in my village, to a very large extent, they never allow these pastors, these so-called pastors, to come and, mess up with things like that. And talking about, making us, people not defiling of the land and, making our land, unconducive for us, making us irrelevant in our lands. Because going by this discussion of this Kunle, this online video one time, that they talked about this Kunle and one Hausa guy having a discussion. He told him that in time to come that Igbos are not going to be relevant in their own place anymore. And he's playing up now with the installation of this man, this hopeless Uzodimpa in Imo State. That is fulfilling what these people, they are fulfilling one of their plans, some of their plans, because they said you people are not going to be relevant.
It's Yoruba and Hausa that are planning it, but idiots are not seeing it. Idiots everywhere in Biafra land are not seeing it. They are putting pressure on people, saving them. Idiots are not seeing them. Can you tell me anybody that is relevant in Igbo land? Show me one relevant man. I will touch one Fulani man that will tumble him. If there is no relevant Igbo man alive today, is it is this a John man you will see where they are telling them idiots are looking at what is not looking for them?
One of them. This hopeless Uzodimpa now in Imo State. Tell me, how is the Igbo people going to be relevant in their land again? This hopeless Uzodimpa is being controlled by the Fulani. So
Christian didn't go there to rejoice. Muslims have come. Sudan of Sokoto, Emir of terrorists, all of them have come to rejoice over governor of Imo State. Imo people have not rejoiced too. People will not understand.
When I heard two women talking about this case, how they are praising the Buhari-led, this Jubri-led government and all that, that hope is really hope. Can you imagine? Look at his name, is hope. He's going to do a good. I'm like, these women, what part of the planet do they inhabit? Where are these women
They are
from?
all basically relative.
Oh my goodness, when I heard those two women speak, I was so disappointed. I said, my goodness, has people, gone this mad? Have people degenerated this bad that women can even stand up to say this, that hope is really is indeed hope. God brought him. This is a savior. He knows what to do and he's going to do it. He's going to take Imo State to the next level. I said, punish these two women for opening their mouth to talk this rubbish. And look at this Okowa of Delta State. Okowa, okay, let's say the people put him there, but it's not working for the people. The Fulani is working for the Fulani people.
But
look at the way he was talking.
He have to die. If he dance to the tune, he will die. But can more people save him?
No, look at the way he was discussing with these police people.
He was begging them. He was begging them.
Practically begging them.
He was begging them.
With authority, like a man.
I beg. I
And
have been patient.
we have to put our
Almost
heads
7 years.
together.
I beg.
Yes,
I beg. He was
people be
begging them.
paying to go to farm, practically begging these idiots. We have to work with the AIG so that this thing don't have to continue. And my
AIG
people have to
Fulani,
pay. Oh my
AIG.
goodness!
No, AIG
I
Fulani.
was so disappointed. I said, "This one a man or a woman? What kind of a person is this one, for crying out loud?" We have all lost it. We have all lost it. Please, people, let us get up. Let us get up. Stop this Niger Delta, South stuff and all that. Let them just stop all that. Let us come together and fight for Biafra. We need freedom. We can't continue like this. How can you be slave to Fulani people that cannot even have their shower? They can't take their bath. These people that cannot brush their teeth are just, controlling you, pushing you up and that, and you don't say it. You go to their place and beg for crumbs. At a point in one's life, you say, "If I perish, I perish." If you are the one feeding me and you want to treat me in this manner, no, I don't want to eat that food anymore. I am prepared. I'm prepared to die hungry. I am prepared to die without food, but I can't eat this kind of food. This is slavery. What kind of slavery is this? The British people have come and colonized you people, enslaved you now, and this Janjaweed people are going to enslave you again, and you take all that because you're getting money. What kind of stupid money is that? People, wake up! Let us fight for Biafra and be free. Mazi George Onyibe, thank you so very much.
I understand.
May the Almighty people keep Biafra bless
I
you.
understand,
Thank you.
my sister.
Bye.
Otofe.
Oh, hey Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra.
Bye.
Otofe. Our people must understand. I'm talking to the new generation. This is not the time to say we are Christian, there are certain Christian, we are Muslim, This is the time to say Biafra. Only Biafra matter. Every other thing is idiot. You people don't understand. Biafrans from the age of 15 years, you are hearing my voice and you think it's going to be casino? You think it's going to be fun time? Beach time? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. The enemies are our doorpost. They have vowed to finish us. Biafrans in Yoruba church, Biafran in anywhere. This is the time for you to begin to form IPOB family there. Without apology, we want Nigeria to be divided. Only idiots want to keep us in Nigeria. And we shall respond to them at the right time. Nonsense. Are you still there, caller on WhatsApp? Mazi, good evening.
Good evening, good evening, my beloved brother Machineke. Mazi, I will bless you. May I continue to strengthen you. That's all I have to say. You see, Biafra, Mazi, I have to appreciate Onyibe and our brothers in Biafra land, and every other protocol is duly observed. Mazi, I remain Wajai Mistant, okay, for the Nosinwa for my Kadache, okay, from Warsaw, Poland. Mazi, there is no too much talking in the evening gospel this time. Mazi, all these things you are talking, you are teaching us, Mazi, is entering. But I want to tell our sister that just dropped from Canada, you don't cry. The only cry you can cry now is to make sure your people, you talk to your people, let us do the needful. Our boys in Biafra land, our men in Biafra land are 100% ready. If actually all of us in diaspora will do the needful, if all of us will wake up and do the needful, our boys in Biafra land are very, very agile. They are watchful. They will deliver. But there are certain things they need. Let everybody wake up and do the needful. There's no too much talking now. Make sure you put transmitters in your area. People are getting radio Biafra. That is number one. That is number one thing. When we saturate the Biafra land, every nook and cradle of Biafra land, with this radio, everybody is hearing it. That is the conversion. And then I got church. They say, I this radio, our boys are ready. We cannot cry. That is our land, and we must defend it. Only one thing, we under command and control. Mazi Nnamdi Okukala Kamalos. We are not. They are not stupid. We are watching. All Mazi, do you see how many people they killed yesterday in Absu, in Okigwe? They went to top scanning shop. They just they just screwed their machine and they went there and they spread bullets periodically and 10 people they killed. And who brought all this is Mazi? We know all this in. This is our so-called governors within Yawo. They brought all this mess. They defied our land. But thank God, everything is a record. We have an archive. We are recording them. Mas, you said one thing the other day. Wherever their in-laws, wherever they're married, Mas, their extended family, we know all of them. Mas, we are one nanny. They are coming from a village. They are coming from a town. People know them. So let them continue. See what is happening in Imo State. And I continue to tell our people, what's happening in Imo State, all hands must be on deck. Just like it happened in Asaba or it happened in Ebonyi, everywhere. We are one people. Divide and rule has gone. If you know what you can do to go and save him, do it. If I know what I can do to save Akwa Ibom, we go and do it. We are one people. We are one people. That time has gone. They divide our land completely. From where and where do we say? Every part, they divide every damn thing in Biafra land. They divide every.
Thank you very much.
I am mandated to make this announcement by the National Coordinator of Switzerland, Chibike Nodim. He asked me to tell Biafrans. He asked me to tell Biafran that our Onyendo tour starts on the 4th in Zurich, and the 5th is Lucerne, Switzerland. And the people around the world ask this. If you are from a world of Kiwa Aziz, please, you can call Mazi Chibeza Anyanwu. He will organize all of you. You put a transmitter within Owere and Oki Wutru Aziz. Is very, very important. We need it very, very urgently. His number still remains +44 74 744 26096. Please, we appreciate all of you. Do the needful. Mazi, thank you. Good night from here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
We must continue. Our people must stand put. Make no mistake about it. Our request is simple. That we might be left that the way we were before they came, we remain that way. Yes, caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening, Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much for bringing me in. My name is Idudu. I am from Zoro. Zoro is in Isoko community in Delta State. Delta State is in land. Onyibe, I would say thank you, and thank you. You are doing a really great job, and you are, in fact, you are being endowed with this wisdom that you are blessing us with on daily basis. I just want to contribute a little bit on this Yoruba pastor who are taking us to heaven and going back to our root. Some people don't understand it. It is what you have that you have. Use what you get. Use what you have to get what you want. What am I trying to say in essence is that I have this friend, a very close friend of mine. He has a brother that have been serving in a Christ Embassy for so many years. They promised him that when he's finished, when he graduates from the whether pastor training or I don't know what they call it, he's going to pastor one of the branches of Christ Embassy. You know that when this brother graduated, they kick him out. They kick him out. Now this brother I'm telling you right now is somewhere in Togo, just hustling. A pastor that have served Christ Embassy, owned by
my uncle served Deeper Life as the one of the first Deeper Life branch pastor in Abo. He served them for almost 20 years before he was made the regional general overseer or superintendent of Delta State, as they call it. The day they put into that office, they called him back for misappropriation. That is how they kick him out. The guy is the person that makes me believe in Christianity. If I tell you now, he's somewhere in Abo languishing. Deeper Life people, go and check your record. Find out Jacob Elueme. Jacob Elueme is my uncle. I'm just telling them so that they hear. Deeper Life people, go and find out Jacob Elueme. You will know what you did to Jacob Elueme. Jacob Elueme is my uncle. We don't say what we don't know. We are not blackmailing anybody. We are just saying the truth. Only those who don't know, don't know. But what we say here is verifiable anyway. Go ahead, my brother.
Onyibe, the Yoruba pastor have really dealt with us, have really dealt with some of us. You know, coming down to the coastal region of Biafra land, you know, because the awareness, the percentage of the awareness in the Igbo-speaking part of the Biafra and the other side is not the same. You know, there are some people that you just want to enlighten based on this Yoruba pastor taking them to heaven. They will just turn it to an aggressive issue. Take for instance, you want Biafra, you want freedom. And your Adebo, your Oyedapo, your TB Joshua and your Kumu, you don't want they love one Nigeria. So how is it going to be possible? And you're still, you know, going to their churches. Our supreme leader Mazuna Dekano will tell us you will go to the church and your pastor will tell you another thing. And how can it work? And you say you want Biafra. Are you sure you want Biafra and you are still going to Yoruba churches? If you are a true Biafra and you are a true IPOB, it is time we look at it and hit the lane at the head. If you are a Biafra, I don't see any why you should be going to Yoruba churches, because our goal is different from what they have. Yoruba is now almost going to 70 to 80% Muslims. And we are the one even sponsoring and funding them with their private jersey, the money they are lavishing. In fact, I'm just fed up with the way our people are behaving. When you tell them, they say, don't attack nobody is attacking. We are just trying.
We are just telling them the truth. We are not attacking Christians. Me, I'm a Christian. I'm a reverend. I say now Yoruba church is the problem. I didn't say any other one. And if they talk lie, if they say we lie, let them come and defend it. I'm not attacking Christianity. I'm attacking the idiot who claim to be Christian. Jesus said, I sent you out in the midst of a wolf. You are a sheep. Be very careful of the wolf. The wolves are inside the sheep. And we must expose them. And so far, Yoruba pastors has only played one role in our life. They are wolf, devouring the widows and orphans. As far as I can concern, I will not apologize for it anyway. Thank you very much,
Yoruba,
brother.
One more, just 1 minute. Yoruba people have just come into our midst. If we go to the banks in the coastal region, go to the banks in Omok, go to even Port Harcourt.
If you talk about bank, the only Igbo man that moved forward in fact, First Bank, British government gave it to Yoruba and one Nigeria. Yoruba, the owner of First Bank. One man stood his ground and fought with Yoruba in First Bank. They call him Alesoti. Alesoti was supposed to make the general bank manager of First Bank. Yoruba played politics and then they make him banking officer. And of course, the moment they make you banking officer, they just bench you. You can never be useful again. That is how he left to Diamond Bank. Whether they have chased him out there, I don't know. That is how bad these people can be. But there we are, one Nigeria. This generation of Yoruba better repent. Because this war, all of them are looking for, we're going to fight it. Somewhere along the line.
I just learned that some Umokoko, they are trying to form some security outfit in the so-called South. I don't know how
is it Fulani security?
I wonder.
Is it Fulani security? Have we done their DNA test? They don't know DNA test is compulsory.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Our people must continue. We are not here to joke. Your opinion about our action and decision don't matter. You had the privilege to judge us and respond to us the way you like because we are still talking. But be rest assured that very soon we will not be talking. We want to go home. We want to control our time and space. We want to be the author of our destiny. And we will make sure that everything you have done to us, we will undo them. Of course, I will be signing off from here. And I can tell you, duty calls. I will not come back for second segment because I have an assignment. We will continue tomorrow morning. May God be with you. Ndewono. Goodbye from here. Be an unapological Biafra. Anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Goodbye for now.
Another Savior. Holy, 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 holy. Another Savior, holy, 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 special dedication to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War. In the thickness of the Biafra genocide, hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 he's another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 holy. sana